Hi, I'm Jen Yarbrough, and today we're going to make the most delicious jerky using Canada Goose meat. Let's get started. We're going to be utilizing the Cabela's commercial grade vacuum sealer today, so that's what these bags are for. We are going to stack these breasts in here tall ways. That way, when we vacuum seal them, and then we're going to stick them in the freezer, which will make it a lot easier to slice into those perfect jerky slices once they're a little frozen in this position. All right, now your meat is perfectly in position to be frozen so that it's easier to slice. We're gonna stick this in the freezer for about an hour just to get that perfect firmness to go through the slicer. All right, so it has been a couple of hours. There's 5 breasts in here, and I want you to really see the consistency. It's firm, but you can still squish it. So this is what you want. So you're gonna grab your meat, you're gonna get a giant stock pot, and then you are going to get your slicer. You're gonna set it to your desired thickness level. We like ours pretty thin, so let's get slicing. All right, you can see I've got a nice stack of sliced goose meat, and I'm just gonna stick it in this crock pot or stock pot, and we will put all of the marinade ingredients in there after we've done all of our breast meat. We have all the meat sliced up. This recipe, we have 10 breasts, so we've cut up 5 geese. The ratio for the marinade, you're gonna do a bottle of Worcestershire and a bottle of low sodium soy sauce per bird. So there are 5 bottles of each in this marinade. And we're also going to put a 1/4 cup of garlic powder. We're gonna mix that up real good, make sure all the meat is coated and in that marinade. And then we are going to refrigerate this marinade for 3 days. Then we'll come back and we'll stick it in the dehydrator. Okay, it has been 3 days that our goose jerky has been sitting in the marinade. It's time to pull it out, get it seasoned up, and put in the dehydrator. And today we're going to be using the Cabela's commercial grade dehydrator. This is the 80-liter model, and I'll be using the Cabela's Mountain Man bourbon seasoning. We're just gonna grab pieces of the jerky right out of the marinade, put it right on the dehydrator grate. You don't want to put the pieces too close because that airflow really needs to get through the meat to properly dehydrate it. So don't overload it. Okay, so now when you have your meat all set out on the rack, you are going to want to get 1 1/3 cups of brown sugar. I use the light brown sugar. We need 1/3 cup of crushed red pepper flakes, chili flakes, and a 1/4 cup of the Bourbon Mountain Man seasoning from Cabela's. And what I did was I mixed all of those and I put them in an empty shaker that I had. That way it's really easy to put on. So that's what we're gonna do now. We just got done loading up all the dehydrator trays, and it looks like we're gonna come up with 8 trays for the 5 Canada geese that we harvested for this batch of jerky. We are going to stick this tray, this last tray, in the dehydrator. I'm gonna set the temp for 150 degrees for 8 hours, but you wanna start checking it at about 6 hours. Make sure you don't overcook it. It's been 8 hours. We let our dehydrator run over the night, so it is morning time, and I think our jerky is done. Let's check it out. That is looking perfect. It's got just the right texture. Look at those great pepper flakes. This is gonna be delicious. If you decide to make this recipe, let me know what you think in the comments and follow our channel for more wild game recipes like this one.